Okay, this is a water pressure regulator. We're gonna be replacing it, and this is the old one, and we're gonna, well, actually it's still good, but we are doing some pipe repair, and the new one's gonna be with threads, and this one is at least 6 to 7 years old. It's still working, but we're gonna put a new one. I kind of wanted to put this one back and reuse it, but there was an interesting trick with it, that this one, the old one, as you can tell here, the end of it is soldered into this pipe, and on this pipe we're doing everything threaded, and even though you disassemble it from here, when you take it off, this side you can't reuse. Even though I could reuse the center, I just couldn't find anything here that will help me connect this unit to the 3/4 inch pipe. So Lowe's, Home Depot, they don't carry it. They told me to go to a specialty store, maybe they will have it, and I just decided that, you know what, this unit is 6-7 years old anyway. They say that it lasts about 5 years, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a new one and replace it with that one. So this would be the new one, and as you can tell, this one comes with a threaded fitting, so we can actually install it nicely. But just one thing, if you want to remember, that these fittings on the ends of them, they are not just easily found at Home Depot or any place where you can just replace them, so keep that in mind. Maybe a specialty plumbing store, I haven't been there, so you would have to try one of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this one. Okay, here is the bottom part. I attach the bottom part. Whenever you install these, make sure you pay attention to these arrows. These need to follow the direction of the water. My water is coming from here, going up this way, so here's the arrows pointing upwards. Make sure you follow those, and attach the first, and now I'm gonna attach the top. There you go, it's installed. Top part, bottom part, both up and ready to go. These come pre-set to a pressure of 50 psi by the factory, so you can just put them on and leave it, or you can do minor adjustments with the screw. You unscrew the bolt, and then you adjust this bolt. You turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, and that way, if you turn it counterclockwise, meaning like out of the body, your pressure at the end, the reduced pressure, will be even smaller if you want it to be less than 50, which is set by the factory. Another reason why you might think would be a good idea to replace these is that the older ones, they contain lead, and the one that I replaced it with, it is lead free. So if you're worried about that, there's another reason for you to replace it. There you go, and I believe that would be all. So how do you know if you actually need a water pressure reducer? Where in this area, the water department provides a particularly high pressure. It's like 60, 70 or even higher sometimes. So if you don't know that this is happening or not, for me, in my house, we suspiciously started having leaks, like behind the refrigerator, the water line, above the boiler, the hose, and then another one in the wall. And when we and the sprinklers, don't even mention the sprinklers. It's like every 2-3 months one of them blow a gasket. I mean, blow one of the tops off or broke or something. And a plumber told me that yep, that's the most likely the reason. And you can get one of these. It's only like $9, and you can put it on the garden hose outside faucet, install it just regularly on it, and you can check if your water department is giving you water pressure that's way too high. And if it is, then you most likely should install one of these, because otherwise your pipe's just gonna keep suffering and everything leaking and bursting and things like that. So with this one you can check if it's more than 50 and buy one of these and make sure it's like 50 or below, and that way your house will not have constant leaks. And that's it. Thank you.